still showed some killer instinct.
Yeah, I mean, when coming into, the rest of the season, I think, it's about us. Obviously, play good or bad, you want to win the game. But I think right now, it's about how we're playing, win or lose, because we're trying to build towards something. This is the first time a lot of guys have played meaningful basketball after the break. So right now we're trying to continue to build towards being ready when we need to be, and that's in April.
You guys talked a lot during the break about the feelings of starting off on the right foot and picking up where you left off. When you envisioned what that would feel like if things went well, game one, is that what it feels like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams come out extremely flat after All-Star break, and I don't think we did that. So obviously, they didn't have some guys in there, but like I said, we're worried about the way that we're playing.
That season in Sacramento where you guys made the playoffs, did you learn anything about a team of that sort that had gone so long without making the playoffs and what it took to get there? Were there lessons you learned there? Were there things that you can impart onto this group as it does the same thing?
Absolutely, because these are, like I said, whenever you're playing after the break and, like looking at the end of the last 2 weeks of our season, we're playing a bunch of teams that are going to be vying for playoff spots and positioning. You have to be ready for that. The level of physicality goes up. The speed of the game goes up. Referees swallow the whistle a little bit more. Like, the game changes, when you start getting to the playoffs, and everybody has to get used to it. So when it's your first time going through that, it's definitely a learning experience. And that's why when you see the teams that are competing, it's usually teams that have a lot of experience with guys that have been there and done that. So like I said, we're trying to work towards that and build towards that. We're not a team that just has that switch just yet.
De'Aaron, what's the trickle-down effect in a locker room when someone like Victor is flying around in every game, playing hard in an all-star game? What does that do for the mentality of a team that's got some heavy, big goals going into the postseason?
It comes to a point where, with a team, you don't want to, play down to your competition. When teams have a bunch of guys out, if you're playing a team that's not high in the standings, you can just human nature to kind of take your foot off the gas. But you see the Laker game, like Vic came out and he smacked them in the mouth first and then made everybody else follow. So I've been on teams in the past, and even this year we've had times where we've played, down to a team that, hasn't played well this year. And with Vic, he doesn't care who they put in front of him. Regardless, if you have a jersey on and you're in front of him, he wants to kill. So it makes the team mentality. It makes you just pick up your level of play, regardless if we're playing, the team that's the number one seed or the team that's the bottom seed.
Aaron, do you feel as the season's been progressing that target on this team's back maybe is getting larger, bigger, when other teams come in and probably give them their best shot?
Yeah, I mean, I think teams knew that we had talent, obviously, but I think teams were, kind of waiting to see, how that would play out, and I don't think we're catching anybody by surprise right now. I think at the beginning of the year, it probably could have been a surprise, but at this point, the way that we've played throughout the season, I definitely think teams are coming in and, knowing that's a game that, you're going to have to come out here, you're going to have to play hard, you're going to have to play well to beat us. And like I said, whenever we're doing what we're supposed to do, we always give ourselves just a chance to win, no matter kind of how good another team's playing.
You feel maybe defenses are maybe keying on you a little bit more as the season's been progressing?
I mean, when you have Vic out there, how much can you key in on me? So obviously I'm just continuing to play, in the flow of the game.